With Justin Trudeau stepping down, that left a lot of Canadians wondering who's going to be the next Liberal Party leader. Today I'm going to break down all of the MPs who are jockeying for position to become the leader and try to separate themselves from the nasty Trudeau legacy.
This is station WX21, making a television broadcast direct from Niagara Falls. Are you ready, Niagara Falls? Let her go.
Good morning, Canada. It's your boy Parliament John coming at you from Niagara due North with another exciting episode about Justin Trudeau. I know we're going to be talking Justin Trudeau for a long time now, but today specifically, I'm going to go over all of the Liberal candidates who are trying to fight for that top spot in destroying Canada. So we'll start from I don't know. Should I do a countdown of it? Should I not care? Should I do most incompetent to least incompetent? Should I do an honest take on who I honestly think could win? Let's jump right into it, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Comment something down below. Who do you think should be the Prime Minister? Give me an honest take. Maybe it's a backbencher. Maybe it's Mark Garrettson. Or comment down below, guys. Who should replace Justin Trudeau? Let's jump right into it. Okay, guys, coming in last, and certainly the least, Philip Champagne. We're just going to give a quick rundown of their roles in the government, what they were doing, just so people like Anita Anand, we can both kind of learn about what was going on there. Why does she think she's important enough to run? Okay. And I'll give honest assessments of all these people as well, because opinions are always fun. People love listening to other people's opinions and hearing themselves in other people's opinions. Philip Sparklewine was appointed as parliamentary secretary. So he was elected in 2015. So he's only been around for 9 years. Okay. Elected in 2015. Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Finance. What does that mean? I don't know. Probably speaks in Parliament for the Minister of Finance, right? In 2018, this is where things get really scary. He was appointed Minister of Infrastructure and Communities, and he oversaw the government's $187 billion infrastructure plan. That's not cool. You know what else isn't cool? Seeing my screen in my glasses. I don't like seeing that. Look at that. Nothing but you, me, and my chubby robot penis. Feeling like I can become a Fortnite champ. Okay. $187 billion. He was in charge of all of that. That is where all the scandals came from. Doubling down. This dude's last place. Okay? After that, in 2019, Champagne became Minister of Foreign Affairs, which is now taken over by Melanie Joly. Okay? Foreign Affairs. That's another important role. So this guy has at least filled important roles. In 2020, it was reported that Sparklewine had 2 more mortgages with the state-owned Bank of China, raising questions of potential vulnerability to foreign influence. Guys, this is why you watch Niagara due North, okay? Because I'm going to point out the timelines. It's the timelines that matter. And then comes the 2021 election. 2021. Champagne was moved out of the Foreign Affairs portfolio and became Minister of Innovation, Science and Industry. This guy has gone everywhere you need to go to ruin the country. Trudeau is a pitchman for a global audience tasked with luring would-be foreign investment in the United States to instead invest in Canada. See, that's got to be it. You really need an important person in that role, because one of the worst things about Canada is the United States. Like, that sucks. Like, it's got to be so hard trying to convince somebody to come to Canada than the United States. Like, why would anyone come to Canada instead of United States? Dude, the only way I would be bringing any of my businesses to Canada is because United States is there, and I'm from Denmark. So next on our list we have Christy Clark. Now, who is Christy Clark? I don't know. I don't know who Christy Clark is. Can someone tell me who Christy Clark is? Comment down below. Who is Christy Clark? Just joking. Comment down below anyways, but I already know who Christy Clark is, folks. This is why you come to me. She was a BC premier for the Liberal Party well over a decade ago. So she has old age going against her. She's old. She's an old lady. Okay? So don't think she's there. Don't think we want her. Nothing. I would say we want nobody from BC running for anything federal. We don't want none of that. So she is second last. If she wasn't a woman, then she would be dead last. She has absolutely nothing going for her. She was a premier of BC. Good for you. Good for you. She led nothing in the federal government ever. So that's good. Nice and quick. Moving on. Next on the list, I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to put Mark Carney. I'm putting Mark Carney all the way down here. Okay? I have a really good point to put Mark Carney all the way down here. And a lot like Philip Sparklewine, he's a white man. So he doesn't belong at the top. Okay? So why am I putting Mark Carney down at the bottom when all of the media is putting Mark Carney at the top? Mark Carney doesn't like you. He doesn't like Canada. Mark Carney likes money and globalism. And he's a banker. Okay? I don't think in the current political landscape you can vote for a banker. I don't think you can be any sort of anything like that right now. We don't want you. We don't want you. You can be a lawyer. I think we'll take those people. CEOs, entrepreneurs. I would love a nice poor guy. Guys, vote me for Prime Minister. I would love to run this country. No one can rock a budget like me. Okay, you don't know how to freaking rock. I don't care if you're $1 billion oil company. You can't rock a budget until you don't have any fucking money at all to spend. At all. Okay? These guys can pretend like they can't spend money, but they can all go into debt, pay the debt off, and live. Okay? Ain't no $1 billion company gonna run a budget better than me. So yeah, what's there to say about Mark Carney? Everyone knows about him. We don't want him anywhere near here. He's a Davos agenda crony, and we don't want none of that crap. Stay as far away from Canada as you possibly can. Go back to England in your banker office, dude. Okay? Go away. Just to point another thing out, Mr. Carney, we've had enough of a clown show. I don't want any more Carneys around here. Okay, hit the road. I have Anita Anand at 4th. I'm not gonna lie. I don't mind Anita Anand, okay? She was always quiet. She's never done anything. Whether she is for the same thing Trudeau is or not, okay? I'm not talking about that in this video. I'm trying not to talk about that in this video. Unlike Philip Sparklewine, she's quiet. Does her work. And I've heard no scandals from anything she's ever done. She's never been embroiled in anything. She's always quiet. She barely even speaks in the house. I think she has done a good job at what she's been tasked with. And one of them was really important. So I'm just going through Wikipedia, guys. So you guys can go to Wikipedia too. I'm just finding out their roles in the Trudeau government or their career and making sure that they're on spot. She's a lawyer, so I like lawyers in government. It's really important to know law and when it comes to government. So lawyers to me are important in government. Anita Anand was the Minister of Public Services and Procurement through COVID. That means that she got all the vaccines, she got all the PPE. Okay? Not going off about COVID. We all know about COVID. Okay? We needed vaccines, we needed PPE. She got us it. Am I right? Am I not right? From 2021 to 2023, she was a Minister of National... I remember that. I remember her getting appointed to Minister of National Defense, and someone was like, "Are you sure that you're the one for the job?" And she's just like, "I know what I'm doing." I don't know. And she did good she did good there. She was tasked with giving stuff to Ukraine, and you know what? They didn't get a lot from us. Okay? Say what we want. I don't think we've given them even $50 billion yet. Not bad. I think she's a quiet sleeper. Do I expect her to win? No. Do I expect her to be probably more qualified than a lot of the other ones? Yeah. Yeah, I really do. And she might not win this one, but she might win the next one. Right? Anita Anand, guys. Sleeper pick. I expect her to do better than a lot of other people do. She's my pick to be the most qualified liberal leader, and that's controversial. Anita Anand, everyone. Moving on. Alright, guys. Coming into the last three, I had Dominic LeBlanc at third because of the stale pale male. Okay. I think that's going to be Melanie Joly. I gotta switch it up. Why do I think Melanie Joly so high but still so low at the same time? Let's go into it. I have her high because she's a hot looking French chick. And she's young. Say what you want. We voted for Justin Trudeau. Jesus. 1979. Damn. So she got voted in 2015. She's been around since the beginning. Melanie Joly has held a number of very low profile roles. Like, I wouldn't consider much of what she's doing really much of anything until her role now. Right away, she was given Minister of Canadian Heritage, Minister of Tourism. So she had the heritage job for 3 years. Then she went to Minister of Tourism, Official Languages, and La Francophonie. That sounds like you made a job just to keep the hot French chick in your office. I don't want you to go anywhere. You stay right by me. Put her office right outside my door, guys. We'll make her the Minister of Official Languages. How about that? Official Languages. There we go. After that, she was a Minister of Economic Development. That explains why we're doing so horribly. She assumed the position of Economic Development and Official Languages. You know, it's really funny. I know more about United States' foreign affairs than Canada's foreign affairs. Foreign affairs is a big deal. I think she did garbage at it. I think Anita Anand probably should have done foreign affairs. Melanie Joly, what can I tell you? You got nothing going for you except your looks, girl. I'm really sorry, but you suck. And coming down, we have the battle of the two most trustworthy suspects, Justin Trudeau's babysitter and Chrystia Freeland, Justin Trudeau's mistress. So in the number 2 spot, we'll go with Chrystia Freeland, okay? Maybe when we're done reading them, we'll find out who's more qualified. The great and ugly Chrystia Freeland, the Wicked Witch of the North. Let's find out what she's done for Justin Trudeau. Unlike all of our other people on the list, she was in before 2015, okay? So unlike everyone else, she was in 2013. Okay, with Justin Trudeau. Oh my god, Justin Trudeau came in 2013, I think. I'm telling you guys, the timelines, this is insane stuff. And she's had important roles the whole time. We're in WEF territory now, guys, okay? Minister of International Trade. Minister of International Trade, that's an extremely important role. And she handled that while renegotiating NAFTA, which she failed horribly. Horribly, okay? If you listen to what they say, then we won. But if you look at the two deals, NAFTA 1 and NAFTA 2, we lost bad. Minister of Foreign Affairs. This was... Remember, Philippe Champagne was her parliamentary secretary. Okay. So Minister of Foreign Affairs, big deal. Okay. She held that from 2017 to 2019. And then after Chrystia Freeland was the Foreign Affairs Minister, she became the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Finance. Wow. So she's had some very important roles, which would obviously qualify her to be Prime Minister. Okay? Putting all the evil aside, putting all of the disgust, the rot, the filth aside, she seems qualified. Okay? Moving on now to Dominic LeBlanc. The last, but not least, the stale, pale male that is Justin Trudeau's babysitter. So he ran to be Liberal Party leader in 2009, which he lost to Stéphane Dion. Right away, Dominic LeBlanc was giving House Leader. Dominic LeBlanc was House Leader. Okay. Also became Minister of Fisheries, Oceans, and the Canadian Coast Guard. That doesn't sound important to me, but LeBlanc was shuffled from that lame-ass minister position to Minister of Intergovernmental Affairs. So that's where Chrystia Freeland was. Okay. Northern Affairs and Internal Trade. So in 2015, Dominic LeBlanc was given Leader of the House, and he was given an MP position for Fisheries, Oceans, and Coast Guard. So really lame duck stuff. Not doing much. In the 43rd Parliament, in 2019, Dominic LeBlanc returned as the head of the Privy Council to the Queen. The Privy Council is a council of people who are looking into the interests of Canadians when negotiating with the monarchy, because we still rely on a monarchy. Once Bill Morneau got fired, he was the Minister of Finance, right? So Chrystia Freeland became the Minister of Finance, and then Dominic LeBlanc kept his job as the head of the Privy Council, and also took on Chrystia Freeland's job as the Internal Trade Minister. But I mean, what is there to do with Fisheries and Coast Guard? So really, hilariously, Dominic LeBlanc is a lame duck, just like Trudeau. The dude really is stale pale male, dude. Like, I think Melanie Jolie is more qualified than he is to be Prime Minister. Sometimes I guess all you really need to do is just be around Parliament for a long time. Who do I think is going to be Prime Minister? Leader of the Liberal Party. It's a tough one. It's a tough one because the Liberal Party is dominated by feminists. Their main voting bloc is the Golden Age women. And they love Chrystia Freeland, man, and Justin Trudeau. So that's a tough one. We can't forget that with Justin Trudeau leaving, there's going to be a lot of people coming back. And then if one of the MPs runs on axing the carbon tax, there's going to be even a lot more people going to that. And I would look into Dominic LeBlanc looking to get rid of the carbon tax. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. If you liked the show, if I gave you anything valuable today, please do me a huge favor and subscribe down below. I come out with videos almost every day assessing Canadian politics and, some other stuff if I feel like talking about it sometimes. So why don't you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.